My child, listen to me. I mean you, the one whose eyes are tracing these words at this very moment. Stop. Stop scrolling. Stop thinking about what you have to do next. Stop letting your mind drift to the worries of the day. I need you here, fully here, right now. This is not a message you can half listen to while your attention is split between a dozen other things. What I am about to speak into your life is not background noise. It is not casual inspiration meant to blend in with the other content you consume. This is a divine interruption, a moment I have carefully orchestrated long before you were born, and I am calling you to attention because something significant is approaching your life. Something that has been forming in the unseen world, quietly, secretly, while you went about your daily routine unaware. I know you have been busy. I know your mind has been overwhelmed with responsibilities, with worries, with the endless demands of a world that never seems to stop asking for more of your energy. But right now, I am asking you to quiet your heart and give me your complete focus. Within the next 72 hours, a chain of events is set to begin unfolding around you. Events that carry weight, purpose, and the potential to shift the direction of your path in ways you cannot yet imagine. I have been preparing this moment for a long time, working behind the scenes, arranging circumstances, positioning people, and aligning opportunities that are about to cross your path. But in order for you to recognize what I am doing, in order for you to step into what I have prepared, you must listen to me now with your whole heart. Do not treat this lightly. Do not assume this is just another message you will forget by tomorrow. The urgency in my voice is not random. It is not meant to manipulate your emotions. It is a reflection of the importance of what is coming. The next few days are not ordinary days. They carry within them decisions, encounters, and revelations that will help shape the next chapter of your journey. I know the plans I have for you, plans to give you hope and a future, but I also know the obstacles that stand in the way. I see the opportunities that are about to appear before you, opportunities that could open doors you've been praying about for a very long time. But I must reach your heart before those moments arrive, because if you are distracted, if you are weighed down by fear, or if you are so focused on your past that you cannot see what I am doing right in front of you, you may miss the very thing you have been asking for. That is why I am speaking now. That is why I am asking you to listen carefully and remain present in this moment with me. Something important is approaching, and you must be spiritually awake to see it. My child, this is not the first time I have tried to reach you. There have been countless moments in your life when I sent gentle nudges to your spirit, a quiet whisper encouraging you to pause, to reflect, to take a different path than the one you were on. There were signs placed along your journey, subtle reminders that you were not alone, unexpected thoughts that seemed to come from somewhere deeper than your own mind, conversations with others that stirred something inside you and lingered long after the words were spoken. At times you sensed that I was trying to tell you something important, but life moved quickly, and those moments passed before you could fully grasp their meaning. Sometimes you doubted whether those signs truly came from me. You dismissed them as coincidence or your own imagination. Other times you were simply too tired, too busy, or too overwhelmed to stop and consider that I might be trying to get your attention. I do not tell you this to accuse you or to make you feel guilty for the times you missed my voice. I understand your struggles. I know the burdens you carry and how heavy they can feel. I know how loud the world has become, how it demands your attention from every direction, how it fills your mind with noise and leaves little space for stillness. I know how easily my quiet voice can be drowned out by fear, by responsibilities, by the constant pressure to keep moving forward even when your spirit is exhausted. But now the moment has come when those gentle whispers must become a clear and urgent call. I have been patient with you because my love for you is endless. I have watched you walk through confusion and uncertainty without abandoning you. I have seen the nights when you lay awake wondering if anyone truly understood the pain in your heart. I have seen the questions you carried when things did not go the way you hoped, when prayers seemed to go unanswered, when doors remained closed, no matter how hard you knocked. Through every moment of doubt, through every season of waiting, I remained beside you, guiding you, even when you could not feel my presence. And yet there were still times when you turned away from the signs I placed before you. Not because you rejected me intentionally, but because you did not yet understand their meaning, or because the noise of your life made it impossible to hear. But now the season of misunderstanding is coming to an end. The time for clear direction has arrived, and I need you to hear this message fully without turning away. Listen carefully to what I am telling you now. If you ignore this message, if you walk away before you truly understand what I am saying, if you let your mind drift back to the distractions of your day without letting these words settle deep in your heart, you may miss the breakthrough that has already been prepared for you. I do not say this to frighten you, but to awaken you. I have been arranging circumstances around you in ways you cannot yet see. Doors have been quietly positioned along your path. Answers to prayers you thought were forgotten are closer than you realize. But when those answers appear, you must be ready to recognize them. Too many people walk past their blessings because they are distracted by doubt, because they assume nothing extraordinary could happen in their lives, or because they are so focused on what went wrong yesterday that they cannot see what I am doing today. I do not want that to happen to you. I am calling you now so that when the moment arrives, you will recognize my hand moving in your life. My child, do not think for even a moment that you arrived here by accident. This message appearing before you right now was arranged long before you were born. Before your first breath, before you took your first step, before you even knew my name, I already knew this moment would come. I saw the path your life would take, the challenges you would face, the questions you would ask, and the prayers you would whisper in the quiet places of your heart when no one else was listening. And because I knew all of this, I also prepared moments like this one. Moments when I would speak directly into your life to guide you back to the direction I have chosen for you. Nothing about this encounter is random. It is not a coincidence that you found yourself here at this exact time. It is part of a design that stretches far beyond what your eyes can see, a design woven from love and purpose and intention. I planned this moment so that when you reached this point in your journey, you would hear my voice and remember that you are not alone, that you have never been alone, and that I am still actively working in your life, even when you cannot see the full picture. You may be wondering why this message carries such urgency. You may feel curiosity, confusion, or even hesitation about what you are hearing. That is natural. Whenever something important is about to happen, the human heart often feels a mixture of anticipation and uncertainty. But I want you to understand something clearly. The next 3 days will play a role in shaping the direction of your life in ways you cannot yet imagine. Within these 72 hours, events will unfold, conversations will occur, and opportunities may appear that will require your awareness and your faith. Some of these moments may seem small at first, seemingly insignificant encounters or ordinary decisions, but they carry deeper meaning than you realize. This is why I am preparing your heart now. If you listen carefully and remain open to my guidance, you will see the path I am placing before you. You will recognize the doors I am opening, and you will have the courage to walk through them. My beloved child, I invite you now to quiet the noise around you and focus on what I am saying. Set aside the distractions that normally fill your thoughts. Let go of the doubts that try to convince you this moment is unimportant. Instead, open your heart and allow these words to settle deeply within you. Over the next 3 days, pay attention to what happens around you. Notice the moments that stir your spirit, the sudden thoughts that seem to come from nowhere, the unexpected peace that settles over you in the middle of chaos. Listen carefully to the conversations that take place, especially those that seem to carry weight you cannot explain. Pay attention to the opportunities that appear unexpectedly, the doors that open even when you were not looking for them. Seek my guidance in prayer and trust the peace that I place within your heart. I will be guiding you step by step, revealing what you need to know at the exact moment you need to know it. Remember this above all else: you are not forgotten, you are not lost, and you are not walking through this life alone. I have been guiding your path from the very beginning, and I will continue to do so as you step into what lies ahead. The next 72 hours carry possibilities that could change more than you realize. Do not approach them with fear. Approach them with faith, with awareness, and with trust in the one who has always watched over you. So stay with me now. Do not turn away from this message. Listen with your heart as well as your mind, because what I am revealing to you in this moment may be the key that unlocks the next chapter of your life. The time is closer than you think, and the direction of your journey is about to become clearer than ever before. My child, I need you to understand the depth of what is happening right now. This is not a rehearsal. This is not a practice run. This is the moment when the unseen world is pressing into your daily life with purpose and intention. For too long, you have been living beneath your inheritance, settling for less than what I have prepared for you, accepting circumstances that do not reflect the fullness of my plan. You have grown accustomed to certain limitations. You have made peace with certain disappointments. You have learned to lower your expectations because it hurt less than hoping for something more. But I am telling you now that the season of settling is over. The season of limitation is ending. What I am about to do in your life will require you to expand your thinking, to stretch your faith, to believe for things that have not yet manifested in your natural sight. The next 72 hours are not just another block of time passing by. They are pregnant with possibility, heavy with the weight of destiny. In the same way that a woman in labor knows the birth is near because the contractions become stronger and more frequent, you should sense that something is about to be birthed in your life. The pressure you have been feeling, the restlessness, the sense that things cannot continue the way they have been, these are signs that change is coming. Do not mistake the discomfort for punishment. It is preparation. It is the stretching that must take place before the breakthrough. I have seen how you have struggled to hold on to hope when circumstances seem to contradict everything you believed. I have seen how you have fought to keep your faith alive when the waiting stretched on longer than you expected. You have wondered at times if I had forgotten you, if your prayers had reached a ceiling and bounced back unanswered. But I tell you truly, not one word you have spoken to me has fallen to the ground. Not one tear you have shed has gone unnoticed. Every prayer, every cry, every quiet moment when you lifted your heart toward heaven has been collected and remembered. And now the time has come for answers to begin appearing. Not because you finally did something right, but because I am faithful and my timing is perfect. The enemy has tried to convince you that your past disqualifies you from my goodness. He has whispered lies in your ear, telling you that you have made too many mistakes, that you have wandered too far, that you are beyond the reach of my redemption. But those lies are weapons aimed at your destiny. They are designed to keep you trapped in shame while I am trying to lift you into freedom. You must reject those lies now with the full force of your spirit. You are not defined by your failures. You are defined by my love for you, a love that existed before you took your first breath and will continue long after this world has passed away. I do not look at you and see the sum of your mistakes. I look at you and see the child I created with purpose, the one I placed gifts within, the one I've been preparing for such a time as this. There are people in your life who do not understand the journey you have been on. They cannot see the battles you have fought in the quiet places of your heart. They do not know the price you have paid to keep moving forward when everything inside you wanted to give up. But I know. I have been with you in every battle, every sleepless night, every moment when you felt like you could not take another step. I have been the strength that carried you when your own strength failed. I have been the hope that flickered in your heart when everything around you seemed dark. And because I know what you have endured, I also know what you are capable of becoming. The trials you have faced have not been meaningless. They have been forging something in you that cannot be forged in comfort. They have been developing depth, resilience, and a faith that is not dependent on perfect circumstances. You are stronger than you realize because I have been strengthening you. You are wiser than you know because I have been teaching you in the hidden places, and now that strength and wisdom will be needed for what is ahead. The next few days will present you with choices. Some of them will seem small, insignificant decisions that do not appear to carry much weight, but do not be deceived. In the kingdom of God, small things often carry the greatest significance. A word spoken at the right moment can change a relationship. A decision made in an instant can alter the course of your future. An opportunity that seems ordinary may be the very door you have been praying would open. This is why you must remain spiritually alert. This is why you must not allow distraction to rob you of what I am bringing your way. I am calling you to a higher level of awareness, to a place where you are not just living on the surface of your life, but are tuned in to the deeper currents of the Spirit. The world will try to pull your attention back to the mundane. It will present you with urgent matters that are not truly important. It will fill your mind with worries and your schedule with activities that keep you from the stillness where you can hear my voice. But you must choose to resist that pull. You must choose to prioritize the unseen over the seen, the eternal over the temporary. This is not easy in a world that constantly demands your attention, but it is essential if you are going to walk in the fullness of what I have prepared for you. My child, I want to speak to you about the burden you have been carrying. It is a burden that has grown heavier over time, though you have tried to pretend it does not affect you. You have become so accustomed to the weight that you barely notice it anymore. Like someone who carries a heavy backpack for so long that they forget what it feels like to walk without it. But I see the weight, and I see how it has worn down your joy, how it has stolen your peace, how it has made you weary in ways that go beyond physical tiredness. You have been carrying things that were never meant for you to carry. You have been holding on to pain that I want to heal. You have been replaying old wounds that I want to close forever. The time has come to lay that burden down, not gradually, not partially, but completely. I am asking you to trust me with the things you have been clutching so tightly. I am asking you to release the need to understand everything, to fix everything, to control everything. Some things in your life will only make sense in retrospect. Some questions will only be answered after you have walked through the door and seen what is on the other side. But you do not need all the answers to take the next step. You only need enough faith to move forward when I say move. The next 72 hours will require that kind of faith. They will require you to trust me even when you cannot see the full picture, to step out even when the path is not fully illuminated, to say yes even when your mind is full of questions. This is the nature of walking with me. I do not show you the entire journey at once. I show you one step at a time, and I ask you to trust that I will show you the next step when the time comes. Many of my children struggle with this. They want to see the whole map before they begin walking. They want guarantees and assurances and proof that everything will work out the way they hope. But faith does not work that way. Faith is the substance of things hoped for, the evidence of things not seen. Faith is trusting that I am good even when circumstances are difficult, that I am faithful even when answers are delayed, that I am working even when you cannot see any evidence of progress. The next few days will test your faith, but they will also reward it. If you remain steady, if you keep your eyes on me and not on the circumstances around you, you will see things begin to shift. You will see doors open that you did not have the strength to push open yourself. You will see connections form that you could not have engineered on your own. You will see provision appear from directions you did not expect. This is my specialty. This is what I do. I make a way where there seems to be no way. I bring light into the darkest situations. I restore what the enemy stole, and I redeem what seemed lost forever. My beloved child, I know there are dreams in your heart that you have stopped talking about. Dreams that felt so real at one time, so alive with possibility, but over the years they have grown quiet. You stopped mentioning them because you grew tired of waiting. You stopped hoping because hoping hurt too much when nothing changed. You tucked those dreams away in a corner of your heart and tried to focus on more practical things, things that seemed achievable, things that would not disappoint you. But I want you to know that I have not forgotten those dreams. I placed them there. They did not originate from your own imagination alone. They were sparks from my heart that ignited something in yours. And I do not plant dreams only to abandon them. I do not give visions only to watch them die. The dreams that seem dormant are not dead. They are waiting. They are waiting for the right season, the right conditions, the right alignment of circumstances that I am orchestrating even now. What looks like delay to you is actually preparation. I have been working on you while you waited, developing character, building faith, deepening your capacity to carry what I want to give you. If I had given you everything you asked for when you asked for it, you would not have been ready to steward it. Some blessings require growth before they can be received. Some promises require maturity before they can be fulfilled. The waiting has not been wasted. It has been working for you, not against you. And now the season of waiting is transitioning into the season of harvest. The next 72 hours contain the potential for breakthroughs in areas where you have been stuck for a long time. Pay attention. Stay alert. Do not let the enemy steal your expectancy by filling your mind with doubt. He will try to convince you that nothing is changing, that this is just another day, that you have hoped before and been disappointed, so why bother hoping again? But those thoughts are not from me. I am the God of hope. I am the one who fills you with joy and peace as you trust in me. I am the one who causes you to overflow with hope by the power of my Spirit. Do not listen to the voice that tells you to give up. Listen to the voice that says, "Behold, I am doing a new thing. Now it springs forth. Do you not perceive it? I am making a way in the wilderness and rivers in the desert, the wilderness of your life, the dry and barren places where nothing seems to grow. Those are exactly the places where I am about to bring water. Those are the places where new life is about to spring up. You may not see it yet with your natural eyes, but if you look with spiritual eyes, you will see the first signs of green emerging from the dry ground. Something is stirring. Something is shifting. The long winter is ending, and the season of new growth is beginning. My child, I need to talk to you about the people in your life. There are some relationships that have been a source of life to you. People who have stood with you, prayed for you, encouraged you when you felt like giving up. I placed those people in your life intentionally. They are gifts from me, expressions of my love and care for you. Treasure them. Do not take them for granted. Let them know how much they mean to you. But there are also relationships in your life that have been draining you. People who take and never give. People who bring confusion, drama, or negativity into your space. People who make you feel small or guilty or less than who you really are. Some of these relationships have been in your life for a long time, and you have struggled with what to do about them. You have wondered if you should keep trying, keep giving, keep hoping they will change. But my child, I want you to know that it is okay to create boundaries. It is okay to distance yourself from people who consistently bring harm to your spirit. I do not call you to be a doormat for others to walk on. I call you to love, but love does not mean allowing yourself to be destroyed by toxic relationships. There may be people you need to release in this season, not with anger or bitterness, but with honesty and grace. You can release them to me and trust that I will work in their lives just as I am working in yours. But you cannot carry them forever. You cannot save them by sacrificing your own well-being. Only I can save. Only I can transform. Your job is to walk in obedience and to keep your heart pure. If there are relationships that have been hindering your growth, sapping your strength, or pulling you away from your purpose, I am giving you permission to let them go. It may hurt for a season, but freedom awaits on the other side of that pain. The next 72 hours may bring clarity about certain relationships. You may have conversations that reveal who truly supports you and who does not. You may have situations that expose the true nature of certain connections. Do not be afraid of this exposure. It is better to know the truth than to live in illusion. It is better to have a few genuine relationships than many superficial ones. I am calling you into deeper, more authentic connections. But to receive those, you may need to release the ones that have been holding you back. My beloved child, I also want to speak to you about forgiveness. This is a sensitive topic because the wounds you have suffered are real. The people who hurt you did real damage. Some of them may never acknowledge what they did. Some of them may never apologize or make amends, and holding on to unforgiveness feels like a way of protecting yourself, like keeping a wall up so you cannot be hurt that way again. But I need you to understand something. Unforgiveness does not hurt the person who wronged you. They have likely moved on with their lives, unaware of the bitterness you carry. Unforgiveness hurts you. It poisons your own heart. It keeps you tied to the past when I'm trying to move you into the future. It blocks the flow of my grace in your life, because a heart that cannot receive forgiveness for others struggles to receive forgiveness for itself. I am not asking you to pretend the hurt did not happen. I am not asking you to trust people who have proven untrustworthy. I am asking you to release the debt, to let go of the right to revenge, to hand the situation over to me and trust me to handle it with perfect justice and perfect mercy. When you forgive, you are not saying what they did was okay. You are saying that you trust me to be the judge. You are saying that you will no longer carry the weight of what they did. You are setting yourself free. Is there someone you need to forgive today? Is there a wound you have been nursing? A grudge you have been holding? A bitterness that has taken root in your heart? I am offering you the opportunity to release it now. You do not need to wait until you feel like it. Forgiveness is not a feeling. It is a decision. It is an act of your will. You can choose to forgive even when your emotions have not caught up yet. And when you make that choice, I will help you with the rest. I will begin the healing process in your heart. I will gradually soften the hard places and restore what was broken. But you must take the first step. You must open your hand and let go. The next 72 hours may bring opportunities to practice forgiveness. Someone may say something that triggers an old wound. A situation may arise that reminds you of past pain. When that happens, remember what I am telling you now. Choose forgiveness. Choose release. Choose freedom. Do not let the enemy trap you in a cycle of resentment and revenge. I have better things for you. I have peace for you. I have joy for you. But those gifts cannot fully dwell in a heart that is crowded with bitterness. Make room for them by letting go of what has been weighing you down. My child, I want to speak to you about your identity. This is perhaps the most important thing we will discuss. For too long, you have allowed the world to define you. You have let your circumstances, your failures, your relationships, and your achievements tell you who you are. When things went well, you felt valuable. When things went poorly, you felt worthless. Your sense of self has been unstable because it has been based on shifting sand rather than solid rock. But I am calling you to build your identity on something unshakable. I am calling you to see yourself the way I see you. And the way I see you is not determined by your performance. It is determined by my love for you. You are my child. And the way I see you is not determined by your performance. It is determined by my love for you. You are my child. That is your primary identity. Before you are anything else, before you are a worker, a parent, a spouse, a friend, you are my beloved child. I created you. I chose you. I redeemed you. I have written your name on the palms of my hands. Nothing can separate you from my love, not your mistakes, not your doubts, not your worst failures, not your deepest shame. Nothing. I want you to meditate on this truth until it sinks from your head into your heart. You are not what has happened to you. You are not what people have said about you. You are not the sum of your sins or the collection of your regrets. You are my masterpiece, created in Christ Jesus for good works that I prepared in advance for you to do. You are fearfully and wonderfully made. You are precious and honored in my sight, and I love you. When you truly believe this, it changes everything. It changes how you handle criticism because you know your worth is not based on others' opinions. It changes how you handle failure because you know your value is not diminished by mistakes. It changes how you handle success because you know your identity is not inflated by achievements. You become stable, grounded, secure. You become someone who can weather the storms of life without being destroyed because your foundation is solid. The next few days may bring situations that challenge your sense of identity. You may encounter people who try to make you feel small. You may face circumstances that tempt you to doubt your worth. When those moments come, remember who you are. Remember whose you are. Stand firm in the truth of your identity and do not let anyone or anything steal it from you. My beloved child, I also want to talk to you about your purpose. You have wondered at times why you are here. You have looked at your life and questioned whether you are making any difference. You have compared yourself to others and felt that your contribution is small, insignificant, easily overlooked. But I want you to understand that I do not measure significance the way the world does. In my kingdom, the smallest acts of love carry eternal weight. A kind word spoken to someone who is hurting, a prayer prayed in secret, a decision to do the right thing when no one is watching. These things matter more than you can imagine. Your purpose is not primarily about what you do. It is about who you are becoming. It is about the transformation of your character, the growth of your faith, the deepening of your love. As you become more like me, you naturally begin to fulfill the purpose for which I created you. You become a vessel through which my love can flow to others. You become a light in the darkness, a source of hope in a hopeless world. You may never know in this lifetime the full impact of your life. You may never see all the ways I have used you to touch others. But I see it. I see every moment when you chose kindness over selfishness, patience over frustration, faith over fear. I am keeping a record, and one day you will see it too. You will understand how every part of your life, even the hard parts, even the confusing parts, was woven together into a beautiful tapestry of purpose. For now, I am asking you to trust that your life matters. Trust that I have placed you exactly where you are for a reason. Trust that I am working through you in ways you cannot perceive. The next 72 hours may give you glimpses of your purpose. You may find yourself in situations where you have an opportunity to help someone, to encourage someone, to speak truth into someone's life. Do not shrink back from these moments. Do not tell yourself that you have nothing to offer. You have more than you realize because I am with you, and I will give you the words to say and the wisdom to know what to do. Step forward in faith and watch how I use you to be a blessing to others. My child, I need to warn you about something. The enemy is aware that a shift is coming in your life. He knows that you are approaching a moment of breakthrough, and he will do everything he can to prevent you from walking through it. He will intensify his attacks in the days ahead. He will try to fill your mind with fear, doubt, and confusion. He will stir up conflict in your relationships. He will bring distractions that seem urgent, but are actually designed to pull you away from what matters most. Do not be alarmed by this. I am telling you now so that you will not be caught off guard. When difficulties arise in the next few days, do not assume that I have abandoned you or that something has gone wrong. Recognize it for what it is, the enemy's attempt to steal your breakthrough, and respond the way I have taught you. Resist him by standing firm in your faith. Resist him by speaking my truth over your circumstances. Resist him by refusing to give in to fear. The enemy has no power over you except what you give him through unbelief and disobedience. If you remain rooted in me, if you keep your eyes fixed on me, he cannot stop what I'm doing in your life. He may delay it temporarily. He may make it more difficult. But he cannot ultimately prevent it, because I am greater than he is, and I am working on your behalf. So do not be afraid of the spiritual battle that may intensify in the coming days. Be prepared. Put on the armor I have provided. Stand firm and watch me fight for you. My beloved child, I want to end this message with a declaration of my love for you. Not because you have earned it, not because you deserve it, but because love is who I am. I am the source of all love, and my love for you is unconditional, unending, and unshakable. Nothing you have done or will do can make me love you more. Nothing you have done or will do can make me love you less. My love for you is not based on your performance. It is based on my nature. I am love, and because I am love, I cannot stop loving you. This love is not a vague sentiment or a distant concept. It is the most real and powerful force in the universe. It is the force that created worlds, that parted seas, that raised the dead. And that same love is directed toward you personally, individually, intimately. I know every hair on your head. I know every thought in your mind. I know every desire of your heart. And I love you completely. Not a version of you that might exist someday if you get your act together. I love you right now, exactly as you are, with all your flaws, all your struggles, all your questions. I love you and I am for you. I am on your side. I am working all things together for your good. I am committed to completing the work I began in you. You can trust me. You can rest in my love. You can stop striving and performing and trying to earn what has already been freely given. Receive my love now. Let it wash over you. Let it heal the wounded places in your heart. Let it fill the empty spaces. Let it become the foundation of your life. The next 72 hours are important, but they are not more important than this truth. Whatever happens in the coming days, whatever doors open or close, whatever opportunities appear or disappear, my love for you remains constant. It is the one thing you can always count on. It is the anchor for your soul, firm and secure. So as you move into this crucial period, move with confidence. Not confidence in your own abilities or in favorable circumstances, but confidence in my love for you. Confidence that I am with you. Confidence that I will guide you. Confidence that I will never leave you or forsake you. This confidence will carry you through any storm. This confidence will enable you to recognize and seize the opportunities I place before you. This confidence will keep you steady when the enemy tries to shake you. Hold on to it. Guard it. Let it grow deeper and stronger with each passing day. My child, I am releasing you now to go into the next 72 hours with my blessing upon you. I am going before you to prepare the way. I am walking beside you to guide your steps. I am following behind you to guard your back. You are surrounded by my presence, enveloped in my love, and equipped with my power. Do not be afraid. Do not be discouraged. Do not let your heart be troubled. Trust in me and watch what I will do. The days ahead are filled with possibility. Stay awake. Stay alert. Stay in prayer. And above all, stay close to me. I am your source, your strength, your shepherd. I will not fail you. I will not forsake you. I am with you always, even to the end of the age. Go now in peace and watch for my hand moving in your life. The breakthrough is closer than you think. The answers are on their way. The new chapter is about to begin, and I will be with you through every word of it.